And maybe too, to not be discouraged or to not think of the reality of a situation as a bigger hurdle, it eases the process of actualization, question mark 1111. It eases the process of actualization because again, regardless, those are things that I would have had to consider. But to maybe almost as the reality of it or as the manifestation of it edges closer to reality and actualization, it's almost like completely understandable that I would start to think of those things because now it's like, okay, my life would change. I would have to move. I would have to do all of these things. So again, it almost makes it feel like a part of the process rather than an opposition. And I don't know. See, that's something that I feel like, but I don't need cards to say that. I don't know. May and it could just be for me. I don't know. It just feels so like significant. And maybe it's just significant to me and it's not relevant to anybody else. But I wasn't getting discouraged. I was just like, wow, like this is a lot more involved than I thought. But for some reason today, because it's been like on the back of my mind, but today was like, yeah, but that doesn't change anything. Like these are all things that would have had to happen regardless. These are things that would have happened anyway. And as I'm talking to you about it, now I'm like, oh, like, well, if it is getting closer to reality, if it is getting closer to actualization, if now I am sort of like in the preparation that happens before the physical, needing to consider these things again, like this isn't reality being presented in a way to create challenge and obstacle and hurdle and to like psych me out or scare me or freak me out or doubt what is coming in. It's like, hey, it's coming, you know. These are some things that it's time to start thinking about, right? And again, it feels so natural. But in the past, especially for me, I feel like that could have been where I wavered a little bit, depending on what the thing is and what all of those changes are that would be required. So, anyway, maybe I'll just like record this voice note and post it. Maybe I won't. Maybe, yeah, I think, because again, like I don't need cards for it. And I feel like it's just something that I can put up there. Um, And maybe that's like the new direction because I don't want to read in the way that I used to. But I wouldn't mind sharing some of these like realizations and stuff just to, again, and it's not anyway, um, it's not necessarily like groundbreaking, whatever. It's just significant to me, and maybe it could be a helpful reminder to someone. Um, because I think, I mean, I guess that's close to the core of what I've always done. It's like, in some way, we just want to help us be as prepared as we can be to actually live the lives that we seek, actually actualize, and, you know, less sabotagey ways to just be like happy and fulfilled. And that hasn't changed. The desire hasn't changed, but maybe the way that I go about it will. Hmm, I don't know.